Well, good day, tubes. How's she going? Pretty good here. Check out this cool T800 that Dylan printed on his printer. It's quite the shiny looking stuff, eh? It's pretty neat on that thing. There's a lot of stuff in that though. And I printed out our BILLSTMAXX. I used that on the logo for the Discord stuff. So I started it red, and then I went, maybe it'd be neat looking white, but I guess I did the white a bit too soon. But anyways, it looks pretty cool. It actually looks good on the printed this skirt for it to sit on, and it actually looks not too bad actually still sitting on there. I should have just left it stuck maybe, but for some weird reason it printed the whole thing like that and then just left this little wee spot. Don't know why, but anyway, this is the thing that it prints down first, so it gets a good pad stuck down, and then it starts to actually print your whatever on the bottom. So that's kind of neat. Now today what I want to do is, when we first got the little wee printer, Dylan printed these up for me for the 22-250s. I want to try to do one too. This one's going to maybe be a little bit bigger. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I think this is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah, so 20. So we might do a 20. And these ones he did were square, which is good. Actually, they do fit in there pretty good. This one is round though. And I'm going to try doing round, but I'm going to try to design this whole thing. Measurements maybe about the size of this one. This is kind of what you get, you know, in these packs. It comes in the box. Oh, maybe not. Okay, no, that wasn't from that one. Never mind. But anyways, we still might make that. What am I thinking now? What was that from? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it's 22-250. Okay, I'm lost. I'm lost. Actually, it might have been this one. Okay. Alright. But that's okay. This is, I guess, what he kind of modeled the first one after. Yeah, that's right. And these ones have, they're open on the bottom, right? We're going to make ours solid. So I think I'm going to model it off this one. And this one, as you can see, it's got a little bit of a taper to it. Both ways it looks like. I'm just going to make ours square like this one. And then make a lid to fit over. And then maybe even have, say, the caliber, the .22-250 embossed on the side, each side maybe too. So that'd be kind of cool. But I'm going to try to do it in circles. See if we can do it and get roughly this same measurement. We're going to take you into the program here too, and yeah, those would be good. They'll fit in there like that. And this part I think I'm going to try to do out of that TPU stuff, the rubbery kind of stuff, this sort of kind of stuff. So it's a little more rubbery. We'll see if it works or not. It might not like to print it that small. I have no idea. These I can always maybe even spread apart more. We'll figure it out in the program, but now I just got to make sure, like these ones, yeah, these ones will still, okay, we'll have to get the depth of those holes too. So we'll take maybe each one of those with us. We'll get the measuring device here and maybe sketch down the numbers. Okay, so yeah, we'll do one that's 20 maybe. Then we can almost do one that's double wide so it would hold 40. That'd be an awesome ammo box. Could do that too. All right, let's get our caliper going here. We're going to do it all in millimeters because that's what the program seemed to like to run in. So let me draw a quick little diagram. Let's say, that. We want this. This seems to be three-dimensional. There, except I screwed up. I should have brought it over to there. You get the rough idea. Okay. So this way, I think we're going to make it like, let's measure here and see. So we're about 32 on the bottom, and I think we better stay to the bigger size. So I'm going to make that, it's 34, 29. I'm going to make it 35. So this way, 35 mm. Lengthwise, we'll stay to the top here. Just make sure this is 0, pretty close. No, it's not going to make a big difference with this. It's not like a sort of engine or something, right? So that one's 147. Now we'll make it 150. Keep it simple. 150 mm. And tall-wise, make sure we're zeroed. Tall-wise, we'll do 50, I guess, because that's 48. We'll do 50 tall. Shouldn't make much of a difference. And the hole, I've got to use the end of the stick here. Put that in. And you just bottom it out. We've got 44.45, so I'll make it 45. So these holes, 45. So it'll be 5 millimeters from the bottom of that hole to the bottom, roughly. So we'll be can't really go any deeper with it because it'd be hard to get it out then. So yeah, 5 mil should be lots. I think that should be lots. Okay, so there's our diagram. That should work, and we're gonna have to do, of course, 20 holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 20 holes across the top, two-sided. And then we might even invent one and just double this up. And then put them side by side and then print them that way. We might have to make a new square in the program and then just transfer all these over and then do 2. Alright, let's get into that program and see what we can do here. Alright, so for designing the stuff here, let me just close some of this junk. For designing this stuff, there's a free thing here called Tinkercad. It's not great, but for basic stuff it'll work alright. So I want to go create 3D designs. It'll open up this little thingy dooey drawing pad here. This is kind of like your workspace. Okay, so yeah, it does basic stuff. You can do text, so you know, text and change whatever, and that'll draw that. And there's, you know, it does little things. You can make different sizes and stuff, you know, stuff like that, right? So basic stuff. There's a bunch of shapes. You could do like a ring. You could copy that and print that and stuff. You know, there's all this stuff in here too. Vehicle, machinery, creatures and characters. It's not a whole pile of stuff. I've got chicken feet, you know, like just a lot of stuff you'll never need, but it's just more like fun, right? So we just want to go basic shapes. We're going to build an ammo box here, so it's pretty simple. Now, one measurement that I forgot to measure while we were measuring was I measured the depth of the bullet to fit in the thing, but not the width of the size of the hole. So we're going to have to measure that once we get to that part. So let's start with one of these. And this we want to change. So that we wanted it to be 35 millimeters. So we gotta go 35 millimeters, and then the length was 150. That doesn't seem right. What do we do wrong? Height of 50 millimeters. Oh, crap. There we go. Okay, let's double check our measurements here. So we got 35 wide, 150 long, and 50 tall. And our hole will be 45 millimeters deep. Let me just get out my measuring device here again, and we'll get a measurement on the diameter of that hole. Okay, let's see here. We'll just zero this thing. So that hole should be looks like about 12 millimeter. I think I might actually measure the bullet. Just give me a sec. I'll grab a bullet here too. All right, and these do of course taper down, so the widest part is the end of the bullet here. So let's see. We will have 11.8 is the exact measurement at the back, and it's 10.6 near the front where it necks down. So we'll do right at the back like where the primer sits, 11.8. So I think we'll make that 12. 12 for the hole. Now I'll show you how this kind of works here. This is pretty cool. So we have all these things, and these are holes or a box or a cylinder. We want a cylinder. We've got to measure this thing too. So we want 45 millimeters long. So 45. And crap, what did we say? 12 millimeters thick, we'll say. So I'll make that this. Ooh, that one there should be 12, and this one needs to be 12. So it's round. There we go. That's the size of our bullet right there. So now we need to not do that. Now, so this is going to, that's sitting right at the base of that. We want this to be 5 millimeters higher. So what we need to do is bring this up 5 millimeters, and that should make a perfect hole right in there. Look at that. That is pretty cool. Now, Control C, Control V, and oh, I can change how much it moves here. There, we'll go to that so we can definitely fine tune. That's maybe a little bit too fine. Let's try quarter, yeah. All right, we want to do this one about the same. Now, there isn't really, there is a measure tool here, ruler tool. I haven't quite figured that out, so I'm not going to bother with that. Nope, I don't want that. I want this again. Okay, I don't want that. There. Okay, so we could probably bring these together a little more. And once we get these kind of set, okay, why can't I select that thing now? There. Once we get them kind of set, we can hopefully get 20 down here. We should be pretty close. So if I can select, no, that's not going to work. Select that one. Ah, I don't know if it's going to let me select. No, that's selecting the whole thing. Ah. Now, I got to make sure these are pretty square here. I think we're pretty good there. Should really figure out this measure tool. Oop. Oh my goodness. I don't know how that measure tool works. Oh, I had them there. I do. Okay. Control A. No, that's not right. Okay, Control C. Control V. There we go. And we'll get these in here. So this should draw. That should print a hole. Alright, so let's see here. Control V. The thing is, we're just going to have to try to get them all the same. As close as we can. It doesn't have to be exact, but maybe it won't work out for the same amount of numbers. I don't know. Let's try to get them this way at least exact. This is a pretty good program. It's just a little kind of cartoonish. Uh-oh, what happened there? Gotta try to reselect again. There. I don't know what happened there, but I know it looks kind of crappy there, but this is definitely a hole. Let's get these lined up here first. Looking pretty good. Now I'll have to make a lid too. I don't think that was quite lined up. Not too bad. Oh, why did it go that way? That's not gonna work. The heck? That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Okay. We're not looking too bad. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. So we got 22 in here. Well, 22,250. Hey, that sounds good to me. Okay, so these, I'm just gonna space out a little bit. That'll work. It's looking like some of these are off just a hair. Not looking too bad there. Looks like this one maybe should come back. I know we're splitting hairs here, but all right. I think that'll work. Now, this thing you can change different things here. The radius, so like we could, that's going to screw things up, but you could, you know, change it. You could have a tiny little radius on it, which I don't really think we need that. Steps, what does that do? I don't know what that does. I believe that is 10 length and width and height. That changes everything. To do with all these. So, okay. So that should be good for that. All right, now we need to build a lid for it too, and you gotta think to let me Control C, Control V. Copy. Oh crap. Copy that, and I want to measure the length of the bullet, or the shell. Well, this is a bullet I got here, like a one ready to go. So the total length loaded is 60 millimeter. Okay. Let's just measure that quick. So 60 millimeter. Let's get that measurement to 60. Okay. Why can't I see this thing? Whoa! I don't think that's the right measurement I did there. Yeah, that should have been right. 60. Okay. No, what the heck? See, I'm not 100% used to this program yet. Oh, that's the one I want there. Nope. This one. There we go. Okay, now we got a couple of problems here. Why? We shouldn't have a problem. Why do we have a problem with that? Should be 45. Interesting. Well, that doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right. 45, and this thing is 50. That doesn't seem right, does it? Now, this thing is weird how you... I don't know, I've lost how to get her back here now. It's a pretty good program, but sometimes it's a little wacky. Oh, actually, we can look in there. Okay, so yeah, why are these ones longer? What the heck? That is 45. They're all 45. They were all copied the same. Okay, I'm not seeing why this is... Holy jumping, eh? Okay, so why are those two different? Well, we'll just do that. And there's... What is going on here? This is really acting weird. There's got to be a way to make that... yeah, they don't seem to be protruding now, but... They all look to be there. Okay. I'm confused. Anyways, I think we're okay. I just don't know why that was doing that. They're all still here. All right, so that's the length of the bullet. So if we put this up, no. Let me just double check something here. I think I said 65 for the bullet. No, 60. 60. Okay. So 60. Yeah, we're 60 there. Okay. 60. And there was a way to... How was that now? Oh, yes, this up. 5 millimeters. So that will be the bottom of the bullet. I could have made it an actual bullet. So it's going to stick up that far out of the thing. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here is work on a lid. Yes, we're still 5 above. So that'll be the very bottom of the box. So this should be lining up. Yeah, with all them in there. Okay, that's good. All right. So now a lid. Let's start with that. So we're going to have to do the lid a millimeter bigger each way, and it should give us 0.5 millimeter to fit over top. So we need to do 30... 36 by 151. I think that's right. Oh crap, no, that's not right. Come on, you turd. Get in the right spot for me. By 151. 151. Yeah, now we need to make it. See, I don't want to go. Let me think here. So that one, if we make it the same height, that's gonna, when there's bullets in there, it's gonna come down and be up about there somewhere. So that one is 50. So let's do this one at 50. Oh crap. $50. Okay, so let me think now. So this one's 50. This one's 50. So technically that should be just a hair bit bigger. And how do we get that to the bottom? No, I don't think it's that one. There's got to be a way to get this to the bottom. Oh, I guess I could just do 0. There, that should be bottom. No, I don't think that was right. Zero. Okay. Now, so that's the same size. So if we put that lid on with ammo in there, it's going to come down and end about there somewhere. Do we want it further than that or not? 35 by 150 and 36 by 151. So it should make it a ½ millimeter bigger on each side. It should. Now, that technically right now is a solid box. So now what we have to do is make another box the same exact size as this, but in the hollow box. Okay, so this was 35 by 150. So 35 by 150 by let me think now. By 50 by 50. Or do we want that less? So that's got to fit right inside there. Ooh, that's going to be tight. That's going to be tight. I need to actually get that smaller if I can. Yeah, we can. Now the thing is, It's hard to see it the way the thing moves. Now, seeing as we want to have a bit of a lid on this thing, that's gonna be a 1 millimeter lid. Would that be enough? The more lid that we put to go on the top, the less it's gonna sink down. So let's do that at oh crap. Let's do that at 1 millimeter, maybe one mil. Okay, I think that's right. Let's just see. Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay there. It's hard to get the judging on that. There you can see our 1 millimeter here. Pretty tiny. Yeah. Probably don't need it at 1 millimeter, but I think we'll go with that. Now, I wanted to emboss. This is upside down right now. We have to kind of print it this way. And this will be printed that way. This we don't need anymore, though. We can get rid of that. Okay. So, I don't know if I can do this or not. We're going to try this here. If I get it to position right, we want to say dot 22 250. Okay, we probably don't need it that high up. Oh, wrong one. Oh, for corn flakes. 22. Oh, come on. Dot 22 dash 250. All right. We got different fonts here, but this program unfortunately doesn't give us a lot of different fonts, which kind of sucks. I think we'll just go with that one. Now this, we'll just shrink it down a little bit. And I guess we don't really need the dot in there. 22 250 would be fine. So now we got to figure out how to rotate it. And there we go there. But then I got to rotate it. Oh. Upside down. Look at that. 90 degrees. And then we gotta just sink it into there. I still don't think it needs to be that thick. How thick is that? Thick is, woo, is that one. Let's make that 1.5 millimeters. And it's probably pretty good there. Now I just want to make sure it's not protruding into the box. Ooh, it might be. Because you don't want it to be. I think we're okay there. You just don't want it to be, you know, inside and then rubbing on everything in here. Although, yeah, it might be alright though if it does a little bit. But that's hard to tell. Okay, which one was it? That moves that. That moves that. There we go. Nope. That moved that. That we wanted at 1.5. No, that moved that. Which one moved it off? That's not what I want there. Oh, crap. Alright, you just grab the whole thing and pull. Okay. Okay, I think I got her now. Now that one will save because I do actually want to put one on the other side. I just want to kind of make sure that this is going to be attached to the outside of the box here. Yeah, see, that's not quite attached. There, that might attach her now. Okay. Whew. So when this is upside down, I don't know if we can even flip it that way. It doesn't look like it. It should read right when it's on the top of the ammo box. Okay, so this one, if we want to put one on the other side here too, I'm gonna have to try to flip it. Which way? This way? Yeah. I think. No, that wasn't right. We need to flip it this way. Yeah. Okay. So that'll read 22,250 on the other side of the box. Okay, let's see if we can get that. Let's move that up a little bit. We'll try to get them somewhat the same. Oh, crap. Oh, we're not square here. Oh no, we're square that way. Ooh, this is fussy. Where's our other? No, we're not that one. Should be this one here. Holy smokes. This is confusing. But it's fun though, isn't it? It's kind of interesting. Okay, this one here. Why can't I grab this? change it back to here. That should be perfectly level here. Why can't I get in the right spot here? Doesn't look good though. I don't think it is. That says 0. That's not 0 though. Okay. Move this guy out of the way a little bit more, see if I can figure out what's going on here. No, that is definitely not good. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Oh, no, I don't want that one either. I gotta switch that. Okay, why? That one looks like it come out perfect. Okay, let's just delete that one. Okay, bring that out a bit, and we'll swap this. Ooh, should have got more. Okay. See if it lines up better now. Looks better. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, so that should say 22,250. Now, what I wanted to do, hopefully all this is gonna work, is I've got some stuff ordered for the top, and it's a clear filament. I haven't got it yet though. It should be here and to be instant for you guys, but I gotta wait a day for it to get here. So what I want to try to do is potentially just print this guy for right now. No, that's not selected right. Okay, so we need to export that. We're going to bring it into another program. 22,250 docs. Okay, so we're going to open up this other program. This is actually the program I use to print the stuff and set everything up. So let's head over to that program. Okay, this is Creality Print. This is a program that came with the printer. So we're going to open file. It should be hopefully here. 22,250 ammo box. There it is. All right, there it is. It's got holes in it too. Now they're not going to be looking like that, hopefully. I hope not, anyways. Because I can't change them, I don't think. Sides. Oh, I could have. I might have to do that. Yes, I will have to do that to each one of these. Side 64. Oh, crap. Because they were going to be... See, I could change and do really like that, but this would print a lot nicer. Forgot to do that, but that's okay. Wish this program looked a little bit like that other program we're going to get into in a second here. But this one I want to print in the black rubbery stuff, so the bullets might sit in there a little nicer. Okay, I think we got them all. So now we gotta export this guy again. And export STL file. I could have left it that way too. It would just do sort of more stop sign shape. This will look a little bit better though. Yes, we'll replace that. And we'll go back over to here. We'll delete that and open it again. That looks better. Ah, crap, we missed one. We missed one. Which one was it? This one? Yep. Okay, let's save her again. And we'll try her again. Export STL. Ammo box, save, yes. Now I wanna save this thing too here. So we'll export that. We can open two files over there, but I just wanna do them separately. 22 250 lid. Save that. Okay, so let's go back to Creality here. Delete that. We'll file, open file. Ammo box. Good. Okay, I think we're all good to go now. So we just need to do some settings here potentially. Let's do a preview. This will do what they call the slice, and this is going to tell you up here how long the thing's going to take to print this, what the material cost would roughly be, how much it's going to use, the material weight, material length. This might actually take a bit. 4 hours, 2 minutes. That's not terrible bad. It's gonna do a little thing to adhere it. Let's just so this is, I can do this here. This is kind of cool. I can pull this down here. It's going to show you all the layers that it's going to print. Now we could make it stronger, make these a lot smaller, but it would take longer to print. So that's, yeah, that's going to be where the bullet's going to start. So that's your 5mm down below, and then the little raft they call it. Okay, that's cool. Let's see here. Go back to here. Go to this little guy here. Now, actually, let's just do high quality. So then we'll preview again here. So it'll tell us it was 4 hours, 2 minutes before, 2 seconds. With high quality, it's probably going to be at least double or more than that. It's taking a lot longer. This will probably be like 10 hours just to print one little box. I'm like, no. But these little things in here, those little cross things, will probably be a heck of a lot smaller. Don't really need it that good for something like this. So let's see here. Whew, yeah, this is going to take a while. 4 hours, 2 minutes to 20 hours. Holy. But yeah, you can see how much smaller these little things are here. Like this would take forever to print that. It's doing like one this way, one that way, one this. Like, no, we're not doing it like that. That's just nuts. So to do normal quality, what else can we switch up in here? There's a bunch of crap in here. We should probably do a raft under it though. Extruder, I'm probably not going to mess with anything there. Material. Print temperatures and stuff. Speed, it's 500, that's a maximum it'll go. Okay, let's save that and re-preview this. It should be about the same as the first time. The 3D printing stuff's really cool, but man, it takes a long time. Yeah, 4 hours, 41 minutes. I guess that's not terrible bad. These things are going to be... So this is just basically stuff for structural strength, and then when you get to the top here, it'll start laying on... You can see like it starts laying these things across here. Well, it needs something to lay on, right? So, yeah, that should be alright. Okay. Alright, and there's the raft, so it's going to draw this first. That's what takes a lot of the time, actually. Now, if I go back in here, and we'll take the build plate to nothing, none, it might work, but it might screw up. You're better to have something down there. Now, let's re-slice it here and see if it'll go down to probably about 3 hours and something. So 4 hours, 41 minutes with the raft. And it recalculated here, probably down to 3 something. But it might screw up. Oh, it didn't drop a whole lot. Okay, well, we'll do it with the raft. Sometimes you can do it a lot quicker that way. So let's do a raft. There's other ones here too, but they don't seem to honestly work too well. Okay, so we're gonna preview again there. And... we'll save this to the thumb drive, and then we'll head out to the printer here. I'll get that stuff loaded. Export to local. And we want to go to the USB. Yes. Okay, and I also want to save to the regular 3D print. G-code file. Okay, so this is all the coding it's going to use for printing that whole thing. Outer wall, blah blah blah. It's a lot of stuff, isn't it? It's got to go through all that. That's all this here. Okay, prepare. Now I want to have a look at the lid too here. I'm not going to print it yet because I got to wait for that clear stuff to come in. I thought it'd be kind of cool with a clear lid. So the lid there, and oh yes, there it is. That looks pretty good. I think that'll work good. Look at, you can see like the inside here now. So we got a millimeter. Hopefully it fits. If not, we'll have to resize it and redo it, but I think it's gonna be hopefully all right. We might have to do this one a little differently. I'm probably gonna have to put some supports under here. I don't know if it's gonna print this okay, and it's gonna come out here and then it's gonna fall, right? So we're gonna have to probably support. Now this thing doesn't auto support. Like, let's just see what it's gonna do here. Automatic supports. Oh, that actually might not be so bad. I don't know why it's covering all that over, but it's all inside too. I don't think we want to do that. Okay, so supports kind of suck. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. should let me. Yeah. It's very tricky. This is going to probably take a lot of time. So you basically got to put these supports in here so it starts that letter right. But man, getting that in the right spot is tricky. And these things are just barely adhered onto these things. So now this one here might be interesting. Oh, almost had it. Oh, I wish I could get that thing out of the way. Okay, we almost had it. This is kind of a nuisance, to be honest. It's not all on the whole thing, though. That's what I'm not liking. Oh, crap. Shouldn't move that away too far. Yeah, I'm not liking where this one placed. Why can't I get rid of that? There. Okay. Now once it starts, it'll print like filament. This is still filament, and then it'll print to there, and then it'll actually start printing. Hopefully it does this all right. It might not. But then it'll. Oh, that's not going inside. Oh, it is too. Oh, that's no good. That's not going to work. Oh, this might not actually work here. I don't really want it to print inside the box. See, that's the only thing I find with this 3D printing stuff. It's cool, but this is a real nuisance. Maybe we'll just try it without it and see what it does. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but let's just get rid of that one for now. Okay, so we got that on the card thing there. We're going to take this out. I'll get that black stuff loaded, rubbery kind of stuff, and we'll start printing. So we'll see you out there at the table. Okay, so I got to start by heating up the nozzle. 125, that's so you can get the filament out of there. So while we're doing that, we're going to open up the TPU here. My fingers will work for me. Haul the CPU out, and we'll rewrap. What are we at now? We're at 123, 124, 125. We'll pull this filament out. Give that a little snip. It's ready for next time. Oh, geez. Load her back up here. Into the bag. We'll do that while we're doing this. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's going to print the lettering out there too well. I guess I can't even put it on the top of the lid because that's going to be the bottom, right? Oh, come on. Oh my goodness. just can't get coordination. These bags should be just a little bit bigger. Not much, but just a little bit. And where did the stuff go? That's odd. Oh, here. That'll work. Okay, seal that up in a minute. We'll get this thing loaded here. Alright, so this is the one that broke on me, but I'll try it, I guess, again. So that's got to get out here. And this. I'm not sure if this is going to be good doing this with this stuff, but we'll try her anyway. So that's got to get loaded into here. That piece off of later. It's going to seal up this bag here. I'm going to actually, no, hang on a sec. I'll get you off the tripod here again. We'll get this thing figured out here. So we got a there, USB drive, 22250 ammo box. 36.8 meters of stuff it's going to use for that. Holy crap. Alright, we'll let that do its thing while we're re-wrapping up this guy. Yeah, this stuff's cool. It's like really got a lot of rubbery in it, I guess. Sealed down good. Let me grab the hard drive here. It seems to be working good for a nice flat spot. We'll vac seal this guy back up. So yeah, the white will, or sorry, the clear will be here tomorrow. So we'll get the box here printed anyways tonight, and then when the clear gets here, we'll get that loaded in and then print the lid. Hopefully the lid works. So this thing's going to do a calibration on the printer here in a moment. It's just kind of warming the bed up right now. I think it's starting to warm up. Yeah, we're at 27 of 60 degrees right now. That ought to do. So this thing's cool. Let's just plug it in, recharge it. Could maybe get a little more out of that. Maybe if I can get the valve back down here again. The more you use off a roll, of course, the more air gap you got in there too, right? So I mean, that's pretty vac sealed, but there's still some air in there. You're not going to get it all out. So Dylan was trying to print out some kind of drone or something. There's some drone parts. I don't know. Ooh, little parts there. Oh, geez. Better not lose his little parts. I don't really know what he's going to put in there, if it's even going to run, but it's his project. So that's kind of neat. This was pretty cool, though. That took a lot of filament, too, though. I don't remember how much now, but I know it was quite a bit. Alright, so it's still warming up here a little bit. Our bed's up to temperature though, and it's weird because it heats the nozzle up to like 200, and then it lets it cool down to like 120, and then it does like its calibration, and then it heats it up to like 220 again, and then starts doing its thing. It's really weird. Yeah, so now we're heating up to 200. The bed's at 61, so it's actually quite nice and warm. Now we're 200 on the nozzle, 202, 203. Now it's cooling it down to 140. I don't understand why it does. It must be something that it's doing that for, but anyways. And then it'll do its little calibration thing, and then it should start printing. Should start printing. So yeah, that's going to be this kind of rubbery stuff for the actual box. Probably won't be that rubbery, but thinking if you dropped it, it might be better to have a rubbery container, you know. Now, hopefully it prints this all right. Oh crap! I gotta stop this. I gotta redo the file because I didn't change the filament to the TPU. Darn it! Oh, okay. I'll just stop. Stop. Okay. Let me go redo that. Hang on. Okay, well, unfortunately, that added 2 more hours to the print time for some reason, going from the regular plastic PLA stuff to the rubbery stuff. I guess maybe it takes longer or something. I don't know. Okay, so start this again. USB drive. TPU. So I have to change that in where all those other settings are for the material type. I forgot to do that. But okay, so now we gotta let it calibrate again. Everything's at least warm right now. Read file, copy ProPress, print. Okay, so it's got to do calibration again, probably. Wow, that already cooled down to 93 on the nozzle. It doesn't take long, does it? Doesn't take long at all. Really fast. Okay, well, we'll let her do a calibration and then we'll show you when she starts printing here. Alright, it's done its calibration. And does a little more, a few things here, and then it'll actually shoot a line of stuff out here along this edge. It's like its little test area. Make sure you clean that off. Funny, the bed temperature's only at 30 now. It's not that warm. I don't know if that's good or not. Gotta stick this stuff down, but the TPU stuff might be different. I haven't done a whole lot with the TPU, but I don't really know. Guess we'll find out. I'll stick with it until it kind of does sort of shot a little bit out there. It's starting to do a little bit of white to start though, so the bottom of this raft will be white. I don't know if you can see that or not. Zoom in a little bit here and you can see that white. Because there's just a little bit still in there now. It's starting to turn black, so it's starting to do the stuff here. I hope that's warm enough. Ooh. Now it's definitely full black here. So this is a little raft it's going to do. This thing's going to be a little, well, it's not going to be quite this big. It'll be inside of this little raft. The raft is always a little bit bigger, so it gives it something to adhere to. And I think I'm going to pump this up to 38 maybe. Going to 38 Celsius now. I just don't think that's quite warm enough. But now, it's basically what it's doing is drawing lines. As you can see, the lines. Let me get you a little closer again, maybe. See, it's drawing lines, and then it'll do that whole thing, and then it'll turn and it'll do lines the other way, and then does about 3 or 4 layers. This is what takes a lot of time, is doing these rafts too, because it's so slow, right? It really takes its time to put a good layer of stuff down. So that's what's going to take a while. Let me get these up a little higher here too. Alright, so it's got to do this for a wee while. It says 6 hours and 14 minutes. Sometimes it's not quite that long. It doesn't really estimate too great, to be honest. Yeah, it seems to be alright though. Bed's a little warmer. 30 was pretty cold, I thought. I'd be afraid of it not really sticking down too well. You don't want it too hot though, so it just peels right off again, alright, or turns into a mucky mess. 60 is normally for the PLA stuff, but it's a lot harder plastic. This stuff's a little bit more rubberier. The time lapse isn't so good on this stuff because the bed moves and the head moves here, so it's not really good for time lapse because it's too jittery all over the place. So I've tried to do some time lapse for you and it just doesn't work good. This one is actually capable of doing a camera on it that'll take a picture every time it does something, like a layer. It'll finish a layer, it'll go back to home, take a picture, and then start again. I'm like, I don't really want it to do that. That's going to make it take even longer. So, but it's almost got to this one end. Should have lots of TPU on the roll. TPU might be interesting with making these things too, the little screw things. I don't know how that would work. That's the hard PLA stuff. But. And there's PETG, PETG they have as well, and it's apparently more of a durable plastic, better for outside. And then they also have stuff made of ABS, but you have to have special venting for the ABS. Apparently, it's pretty stinky. So that was kind of neat. Alright, we're getting to the end here of this one. Probably won't film this whole entire thing, but I'll just show you a little bit of it here. Oh, it's got to finish this other end. And I just want it, I'm going to let it go overnight here, probably check it in the morning. And I want to see it kind of start the build of the box here after it does this little raft thingy. These are basically how thick the rafts are. I don't know if you can see how thick that is. It's a fair thickness. Might be maybe 1.5, 2 mil or something like that, but it's got about at least 3 or 4 layers done on it. So this will finish here and then start going the other way and do up another layer. Just gives it something really good for the actual printed here too. Sometimes they're so small they'll just kind of peel right off. It screws it all up, right? See, now it's starting to go the other way. So, all right. Well, I'll let it go a few minutes here and then I'll check her and make sure it's printing all right. All right, taking forever. It's just finishing up the 3rd layer here now. I think that might be it. And then it'll start the print. It's still showing we've got 5 hours and 49 minutes left. So, we got a bit of time. But once it starts printing, it looks like it's going all right. I'll probably just leave it. Let it go overnight and I'll go to sleep and then come down in the morning and make sure it's all good. Just finishing up his thing. Interesting, the bed cooled down to 40 again. Okay. Okay, start printing after this, bud. Please, please, please start printing. Please start printing. Oh, let's do another layer. Okay, I guess that's the 4th layer now. Holy smokes. Okay, just finishing up the 4th layer. I really gotta get to bed. It's almost midnight. Holy crap. Be dragging my foot tomorrow, on my feet tomorrow, we'll see. Just finishing up. Hopefully it starts to print now. We shall see. I think, yeah, that should be probably it. I think it's 4 layers and then it goes. It better not be any more because it burns up a lot of stuff, to be honest. Finish, and start printing. We've got 5 hours, 34 minutes. That's a lot for one box, isn't it? Holy smokes. Okay, there we go. Now we're printing. That's the actual box shape. Hopefully this works. Now it's actually filling in the bottom 5 millimeters of the box. So this shouldn't take quite so long. But we got to do 5 millimeters, whatever, you know, how many layers that is. I guess it just takes a long time to do that raft. They call it a raft on the bottom there because it really wants to do a good layer. It doesn't go very fast. This might not take too long either because it's shooting down a pretty good layer of stuff there. Just can't really see it too well the way it's going right now there, but kind of see it shooting it down there. Ooh, it's not looking too good. That's not good. I might actually have to redo this and the other stuff. I just kind of thought maybe a rubbery box might be kind of neat, but we'll see how the second layer goes here, because so far it's not looking very clean there for some reason. I don't know why, unless that's just the way it's doing the bottom. Should finish this and then it should start going the other way again, doing another build up layer. But ooh, so far I don't really like the looks of that. Not too sure if you guys can really see that too well, but it should be nice and smooth. Try putting the temp up on the nozzle maybe. It's almost like it's not melting it. It's leaving it in like little blobs. Turn it up to 225. It was at 220. Doesn't seem to change much. It's not really actually taking much off the roll either. It's just barely sucking any in. Maybe it's supposed to do that. I don't know. It might screw up. There's sometimes a lot of failures with this printing stuff, let me tell you. Like I think it was this guy we were working on, this little hose here, and it finally came out alright, but we had to change it to the TPU stuff, and I didn't really realize that. This one here was screwing up pretty good too, but it ended up printing that pretty good. So we'll try it and see. I don't know. It's not looking great to start right now, but maybe it's just doing a rough layer for it to adhere to the better layers too. I don't know. Let's go the other way. We'll see how this layer comes in. Don't really want to just leave it now that I see it doing that, but I see it starting to print a better layer. And I'll maybe leave it. I think it's maybe pulling more in now. I don't know though. It's kind of funny looking. I've never seen it do anything like that. Well, it's looking better. We'll let it finish this layer and then we'll go to the next layer and let it do a bit and see what it looks like. If it's smooth, I'll leave it overnight. It's definitely better looking. Even though it doesn't look good on camera, but it's smoother looking anyways. It's just it's not really putting a lot of stuff down. It's just more leaving little blobs than anything. I just don't know why. Hopefully it doesn't screw up. Because this thing doesn't know when it screws up. It just keeps puking stuff out. You know, you could have the thing fall and it doesn't realize it. It just keeps shooting and going. And for instance, there is, I'll zoom out a little bit. That is the first R I started, and I don't know if you can see, but it's definitely screwed up where it was going. Like, you got some of the R here, and then it shifted and moved on the plate because it didn't adhere too well, I guess. But look at all the lines of stuff it wasted, right? So then I had to actually print. I tried to do it without doing the skirt thing, so that technically would have been on the skirt like that. So I had to restart it, and then this is the actual skirt from this one, and then it stuck to that one better, so it looked a lot better on there. But oh, it's doing like weird things now. Now it's doing like the triangle thing, so it's going to start building that up. Weird. Well, we still got 5 hours, 27 minutes. Holy cow. So we got a little bit of time for that one. I think it's going to be fine. It's going to probably build up the floor here, I guess, the 5 mils now. Or it may be a mil right now or something. So it's got to go like 4 more millimeters high, right? I'd come down and do updates for the night for you, but I'm going to bed soon. Because it's now right at midnight. I guess it's going to build that up, and then it'll start building like the bottom, and then start the holes, and then the walls, and pretty neat. I'd like to at least wait to see it start the holes. But they do this kind of stuff, I think, like we're doing now, so it doesn't use up so much material. Because I could take that out of there and print it solid with no wall things in it, but it would probably take about 20-25 hours to print that. It's just ridiculous. And it would burn up like so much more stuff because it would have to do everything solid, right? It would be definitely heavy too. Be a lot of material on that. It's building up fairly quick though. Doing the outside again. Another layer. Pretty neat. Don't know if that texture is coming out. Yeah, you guys can see that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna hopefully let it go all night here and it doesn't come down in this one big huge mess in the morning. But it's late, I'm going to bed. We'll see you in the morning. Well, the morning is here. How did we make out? It looks like it's all done. Sweet. Didn't do too bad. That's the original one there. So because it's square, I guess, this one is square and this one's got rounded to it. It's a little bit, touch bit longer, but not too bad. Alright, let's see a couple of hairs inside from stretching and bending. Let's put in some, ooh, see that they're bouncy, that's nice. That's actually pretty good. Put some in here, and I don't know if I got enough loaded ones here. That'll work pretty good. Looks like they're fitting nice. Now we just got to get a lid. I don't have that stuff yet though, the clear. And I don't have fulls. Got some empty, so yeah, they pushed down a little bit further than I thought it would. Uh-oh. Yeah, they will come out though. Okay, that's not so bad. Couple more empties. And it holds them nice, so they're pretty good now. I kind of wish... Oh, they're not too bad, I guess. I kind of wish... Now, you notice the difference in the height of some of these. It's because some of these have the ballistic tip on them, and some don't. So that's why they're a hair bit longer. See, these ones are all the hollow point tips, where this would be a ballistic tip, yeah, so it does change it a little wee bit. But anyways, we better try to get this off the pad here now. This might not be in very good. Oh, not too bad. It's actually got a nice little base on the pad that it printed too. I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should just leave that on there. A little more stable than... I guess they're not too bad. Yeah, it's definitely adhered down to it though, isn't it? Holy smokes. Hang on a second. Oh no! Actually, I tore the bottom open a little bit. Okay, they're escaping on me. I'm not sure if I'm liking that. Oh wow, this is really adhered in the middle here. Okay, let's transfer these back over. I'm a little bit nervous of them just coming out on me. I should alter the raft a little bit on the bottom maybe, and it could actually work as a base to it. Might be a little better. Because this actually did tear a little bit here on the bottom. It did a little bit. Almost needed to be a bit thicker. I don't see it. Ugh, geez, poking through there though. No, we've got that 5mm there, so there's actually like a skin. See, that's the first one that it did that I thought was kind of weird. But I think that should be okay. So it's kind of rubbery. It's kind of neat. It's not super rubbery though. It's fairly good though. Should have probably just left that on, but it might not stack together super nice then. But yeah, that first layer was just a little bit odd. But I think I know why it did that now. It does that so you can actually pull it off. Because if it did like a thick layer on the bottom, you might not actually have got that off. I would have had to probably cut around the outside and just left that on there, which maybe I should have done. But anyways, live and learn, right? Okay, so we got to get, you can see all the layers in it. It's pretty neat. Yeah, this should work good. Gotta wait for the other stuff to come though, and we'll start printing the lid. Okay, I couldn't wait. I really wanted to test and see if it's gonna print these letters. So this is kind of a clear stuff. It kind of looks like trimmer line. This stuff. It's kind of a see-through kind of green, kind of yellow, green, yellow. One of those, you know. So it's just started to do the lettering or the numbering for the 22250 right now. And I figured out the raft. Dylan showed me there was some advanced settings where you could change the raft speed. So I turned it up from like, I think it was 30 up to 200, and it got that raft done in no time. Because that's what seemed to have taken all the time before, was doing the raft. It was kind of annoying. So it is quite a bit faster now, which is good. And now it's just doing the box and starting the lettering here now. So hopefully it comes out all right. It's kind of hard to see yet. But usually the first couple of things, it'll kind of, like, it's got nothing to sit on, right? That's what those little support things are supposed to be for. But I never really got them adhered right. So we'll see how she goes. It might not work. We might have to pull the letters off and just do nothing on it, just a normal box. But I'm going to probably do a clear one if this one works. I think clear would be cool though for doing different things though, like doing like this guy would be kind of cool. You could see all the structure inside and stuff. Maybe it wouldn't be cool, I don't know, but I think it would be kind of neat. So we'll let her go for a bit here. We still have, let me look here, 57 minutes, so an hour basically left, and then hopefully she comes out legible. Alright, it looks like it finished. Is it ready to come off? Ooh, it's really thin. Oh, maybe I didn't measure something right. Ew. Take it right off. Well, it's like paper thin. I must not have measured something right. That's interesting. We'll have to get the measuring device here and see how thick it is. It's supposed to be 1 millimeter, but maybe I messed up. Okay, let's see here. So we're zeroed. Let's see what this wall thickness is here. Ooh, wow, it's like 1/4 of a millimeter. That's interesting. I didn't know that thing would print that thin. But then this end looks bigger. Maybe I didn't square. Yeah, that's almost a millimeter. It's not quite though, but I bet ya. I bet ya. We might have to redo this. Let's just see if it even fits on here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to re-measure and redo it. Printed the lettering not too bad though. Yep, gonna have to re-measure. Alright, well you guys know the basic process. Oh, it actually kind of printed this one on the inside. This one's smooth though, on this side. Oh yeah, it's just barely any strength there. That's just not gonna work. This end's not so bad. Okay, I'm gonna have to redraw this, I guess. We'll get back to her, and then whenever we get the clear in, we'll redo it. Alright, we're trying again here, except this one corner closest to us here, it kind of pulled off the bed a little bit, so hopefully it doesn't screw it up too bad. The one corner might be a little bit kind of smushed funny, but we'll just try it and see, I guess. Good little trial. This stuff, I don't know, this clear stuff is a little bit weirder to work with. It's not quite the same as like a solid color for some reason. But I'll let her work a bit there. We got another 45 minutes for this box to finish, so we'll be right back. Alright, the Amazon man was just here. Man, Amazon has everything. Oh man, don't they? So there is a roll of clear filament. Looks like fishing line. Sort of, kind of. That's what I wanted to print this out of, but we'll see if this one's going to work. I think I'm going to have to print the raft under that thing again, because I can see this corner's kind of pulled up a bit. Let me zoom in a bit here. See, it's kind of pulled up there a bit. It's probably going to be crappy on the inside, so it's not going to really fit too well. But I'll let her finish maybe here. At 83%, we only got 9 minutes left, so we'll let her finish and then give her a trial fit and make sure it fits on here alright too. Man, need a thicker bottom on this, I guess. Well, we're at 98%. Figure maybe I actually like to watch one finish here. I think this one's probably going to have problems fitting though on the top corner. It's definitely. So I'm going to have to print the clear one here with a raft, I think, or something. But anywho, it's funny, along the edge it's doing little wee things between, but it's solid lines on the side. That's what it's the little jittering is. It's drawing these little things in the middle. There we go, finished. Look at that. All right, let's get her down. Almost looks like it glows in the dark. Get her off of here and let her cool off on the table. I can definitely see it and adhered on both ends here actually. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. It looks okay there, but this end's not so good. Alright, trial fit. Oh, look at that. That's actually really good. Nice. Now, the only thing is, when we got ammo in it, let's stick a couple in here. Oh, geez. I have to go right back to the drawing board. Okay, let's load it. Good, now we'll put a couple of empties, we'll say, in this end. I like how it holds the empties in. It's actually nice. I kind of wouldn't mind making it a little taller for the folds, but then the empties might get stuck in there and you'd be in trouble. So, alright, let's try her. It's not too bad. I think we could go a little bit taller with it, but it's definitely got an issue on that back corner. Okay, I'm going to take this probably back off here. And I'm going to put a raft under it just so it prevents it from doing that. We'll do one in clear. I think clear would look pretty cool. Yeah, I mean that'll work, but notice I didn't put the 22-250 on it. I just took it off. Keep it simpler. Now I should have rigged up some kind of little knob jewel on here and a hole in here that could have clipped it down. Now we're talking. Well, maybe next time. Let's go redo here, and while this is still warm, get that out of there. Stuff doesn't take long to cool off, does it? Pretty quick. This stuff, I don't know, it seems a lot more fragile, breakable stuff than the regular stuff. Still with this new stuff here probably. But let's go put a raft under this and then we'll redo. Alright, we will get this thing loaded here. And I've got to rewrap this other one. Nice fresh new bag. Fortunately, these are not reusable bags, so that kind of sucks. Good vacuum seal, I gotta say. Yeah, these are the ones, this one feels a little bit drier, but these things must really suck in the moisture, because if I leave it down here for a bit, it starts to suck in a bunch of moisture, it feels like. Alright, so clear. Oh, yeah, clear, eh? Let's see how clear it is when it gets printing here. Get this on here. And we gotta give this a fresh cut here. And it's gotta go through the dewey here. So in case the thing ran out. Okay. That should be good. And we'll get down here and select. "21 meters it uses. Holy jeez. Okay. I'm gonna let her do her thing. You guys know what it's gonna do here. And we'll let her print. An hour and it doesn't tell me about an hour and 7 minutes, I think it said. So, clear filament. It's pretty neat. Alright, it even curled up this side a little bit here. Ooh. Which is kind of weird. Everything's up to temp. The nozzle's at 230 and the plate's at 60. That sounds about right. Huh. With new stuff, it's peeling it up. That's weird. Maybe it's needing degreased or cleaned. I keep touching it all the time, right? So maybe you get your hand goo on it or something like that, and then it makes it, you know, kind of more non-sticky, we'll say. So maybe I should degrease it with some, like, brake cleaner degreaser or something. A little wipe of that, maybe. Hopefully it's alright. 96%, so we're almost done. It's not exactly as clear as I thought it would have been. I thought it would have been like clear, but it's actually not clear at all. The stuff itself looks fairly clear, but when it gets printed, it's not so clear. So yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll vac seal this guy up again. Get rid of that for now. I'll get her open here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I almost had it. This is the really bright yellow stuff. And then decongestant. Oh, finished. Alright, let them cool a minute while we do this. And I was charging up the vacuum. Let me go grab it. Vacuum is charged. We want to, yeah, I guess over here we are, right? Yeah, I probably should wipe that plate off with some brake cleaner, maybe. Hopefully it doesn't hurt the finish. It shouldn't, but this thing sure does work good. Certainly does suck. Alright, we'll pull this plate off. Oh, never mind, she just came right off. Good. Yeah, I probably should give that a little cleaning. I'll leave it off for now. And yeah, that corner's peeled up a little bit again there. Came off a lot nicer though. Let me grab the other box. And this is the trial fit, nice and strong. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So you can see what's in there. So that's good. I thought it might have been a little more legible reading than that. And it is clear, but it's definitely foggy clear. Yeah, that'll work good. Keep the ammo safe. I kind of wish I would have now put a little knurl in the thing and then a little knurl there, but like a little hole here and a little knurl on there, and it might have clipped in, but you might have had trouble getting it back out again. It might, if you'd squeezed hard enough, it might. I think we'll be alright. Well, there you go. Now we can mass produce, because that seems to fit pretty good. I'd like to get it maybe a little more refined and see why it's putting in like a, you can see it here, the extra wall. For here it's just straight. I don't know why. But anyways. Sweet. Alright. And if you got real good eyes, you could, I can't see that. So you just pull it off and have a look. Awesome. Alright. Those look like they're identical. That's pretty neat, isn't it? 2 hours of printing right there. 2 and a bit hours. So, I'll maybe mass produce a few more of these kind of thing. And this took like 6 hours to print this though, so that did take a while. But anywho, hopefully you enjoyed that little adventure. A bit of diagnostic. Well, yeah, a little bit, I guess, with the lid. Diagram and drawing and drafting. That's what I was kind of thinking. Drafting and drawing in that program was pretty good. We made it right from basically scratch. So it's a little, could be a little tighter on the end, but it's probably better to have a little bit too big. Yeah, it's a little bit too big, but that's not bad. You might have to put like a tie wrapper or something even around that just to keep it from flopping off. If I had got a little more crafty, I could have put in like a little knurl thingy there, and then, you know, it would have clipped in and snapped onto it and it would have stayed on. Maybe some other day we'll try that. Well, there we go. Another project. Looks like it's all complete and done. Awesome. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day.